Hi, I'm Cole Moyer.
I'm Olivia Gargett.
I'm Nikos Stathakios.
And I'm Haley Maynard. The app we created is called Sparty Save. We created Sparty Save to help young adults just like us. As new college students, we know budgeting is difficult, especially if you've never done it before. We not only have to budget our spending money, but also student loans if applicable to your situation. Outside of tuition alone, we have to pay for housing, food, clothes, activities, and more. Many students have never been introduced to a budgeting system before, considering most people rely on their parents' financial aid until they head off to college. Student loan debt is at an all-time high this year, weighing in at a whopping $1.6 trillion. We are aiming to lower the statistic one student at a time. Students face a lot of stress because they have to worry about college finances. It's stressful to feel like you're drowning in debt while juggling other stressors like schoolwork, jobs, and a social life. Creating a budgeting atmosphere enables students to meet their financial goals as well as help with their mental health, which is a super pressing issue in society today. So now we're getting into the how and why. Sparty Save is a college level budgeting app that guides us and teaches us to allocate our money in a fun environment. But how and why are we going to do this? Our app is designed to teach and guide college students to budget their spending money along with any student loans and other costs that accompany them. And why? As college freshmen ourselves, we know that budgeting on your own is hard. So we created an app that guides you along the way. 11% of college students pay for their tuition in its entirety, which is a crazy number. Michigan State tuition, to put in perspective, is $14,000 for in-state and $39,000 for out-of-state students. Over the span of 4 years, that becomes a massive number, plagued with interest that most people don't pay off until they're adults. I personally have a friend whose parents didn't pay off her student loans until she was 45. If she would have had Sparty Save, that age could have been different, and that's our goal.
Our target demographic is Michigan State freshmen who have to pay for some or all of their tuition. So how does Sparty Save work? With 2 simple steps, you can be on your way to saving. Download the app for just $3.98 a month. Make an account by adding your name, adding your college email, and connecting your banking information. And boom, your journey begins. And within your first month, you will receive reports on your spending and savings. One of the most important features our app has is our competitions. Subscribers can compete with each other each month on who can spend the least amount of money. They can win prizes like cash, gift cards, and even loan assistance. Some other features we have are a 24-hour chat service if you ever have questions, concerns, or want help with budgeting. We have a lock setting to keep you from overspending each week or each month, and video tutorials are posted weekly to teach you about budgeting.
So what exactly makes Sparty Save different from all those other budgeting apps out there? Well, let's compare Sparty Save to Simplify by Quicken. First of all, Sparty Save is extremely easy to use with easy access features compared to the very complex and difficult features made by Simplify. Sparty Save is also more affordable than any other app on the market, and not all apps out there are designed for college level finance, like Sparty Save is. Most apps, like Simplify, are created for much higher income users with already high paying jobs. Sparty Save also provides access to one-of-a-kind video tutorials on budgeting and one-on-one advice and assistance. Sparty Save differs with our incentive-based budgeting. We plan on keeping track of everyone's savings and having monthly prizes and competitions for those who can save the most. Along with this, Sparty Save plans to give out some scholarships to those students who save using our app. Sparty Save will actually have an interactive gambling service. Gambling may sound bad for a student budgeting app. However, it actually encourages saving. You can bet with friends who will save most that day, week, or month, and other fun challenges like that. We have plenty more features to help with saving, such as the budget lock. Users can set up a budget lock for the day, week, month, or even year and cannot spend over that number. We at Sparty Save have a clear vision for the near future. First of all, we would need to hire an app developer and purchase the Sparty Save name. Next on our list would be to pitch to MSU FCU about partnership, and we would have to purchase liability insurance for the app and get an LLC. Next, we would like to get our Sparty Save name out there and launch social media pages and search for MSU ambassadors. Our next step would be to actually launch the app and have our first fundraiser. As we roll around to the holiday season, we will be able to send out our first round of prizes to the winning subscribers, and we would then launch our holiday section of the app. As holiday break nears an ending, we research into other schools across Michigan into expanding to. And our goal by the end of March would be to partnership with 2 more schools across the state of Michigan and have our app right on track.
Starting up an app is extremely expensive, especially with all the upkeep involved to keep it running smooth, especially all the designs, as well as having a financial professional to offer around-the-clock services, including our 24/7 chat service, as well as the weekly tutorial videos. That obviously sets us apart from our competitors. But getting down to the numbers, starting an app with a realistic target market results in little revenue gain. Getting our brand out to multiple schools will result in growth and overall revenue, but our net income loss added with our startup costs is the number you see at the bottom there, which obviously is a hefty ask. Meeting with MSU, FCU, and giving off a great impression would obviously help with that and turning us in the right direction. Obviously, this is an extremely large ask for our investors, as we have discussed as a team. There's a future in this, but we need to be at a much larger scale to be a profitable company. Having only 3 schools involved narrows our revenues totals heavily, but operating at a larger scale would be highly unlikely, but also very profitable. We understand this. We understood this very early on, and knowing how expensive an ask this is makes it unreasonable. However, there is a future in this. We would just need to grow at a much faster rate. If this were shown, we would have investors' interest immediately. Obviously, we have kinks to resolve, but I think it's a great idea, just a very expensive project for some college students. Save now, Sparty later. Thank you.